1, 2, 3, clap. Hi, and welcome to Hey Buddy, Nice Podcast. Over in Scotland, recovering from an overdose of Yule, that's Brogan Hastings.
And having used up all his festive joy, not that he had much to begin with, it's Wayne Giovanazzi.
Yeah, festive joy. I didn't have any, so it's
not your
long
strong
gone.
suit.
No, it's not my weak suit either, but it's not really part of my suit collection at all. I would not have a pocket square inserted into it.
I say this with a sincere and great amount of love for you. You don't have much joy at all to begin with.
That is... No, okay, yeah, that's fairly accurate. But joy, did you have a joyous Christmas then?
It was fine. It was good.
So there wasn't too much Yule? There was an acceptable amount of Yule? What the hell does Yule even mean?
I don't know. at this point. You know,
a Yule log is a type of food, is it not? A Christmas log of dessert? Or is that something you burn? I'm not sure.
A Yule log refers to both the sort of Swiss roll sponge pudding thing. It's also an actual log
that
for
you
burning
burn
on Christmas Day. But there's like Yuletide greetings and stuff like that, so it's pretty old vernacular.
Yule is like Christmas time, Christmassy-ness.
Yeah,
I guess. I don't know. But how'd you go? How was the family time? I assume the family time was fine, but the spending time with the extra family, I guess.
Yeah, it wasn't as bad as. No, I don't know. I feel like I panicked for no reason, but also it was just as exhausting as I remember.
It wasn't what you were hoping for. Well, it wasn't what you were used to over the last couple of years, I guess.
Yes, yeah. It was a bit of a strange Christmas anyway. This is the first time genuinely in memory that I slept longer than my mum and dad.
No, really?
I am usually up and awake by 5:30 at the latest.
Oh,
and
okay.
It's not that I plan to go out and be awake at that time.
Yeah.
It just happens. My body just wakes up and it's like, well, okay, that's it. Can't get back to sleep now.
Did your parents also go to bed early? Because they're like, the sooner we get to sleep, the sooner it's Christmas morning.
I mean, my mum and dad go to bed relatively early on a normal night because, but no, it was 8:00 and my mum's like, we're downstairs, by the way. I was like, oh, okay.
It's like, get down here now.
Yeah, it was first Christmas that my brother was in his own house. Mitchell had his flat this time last year, but he stayed with us.
Yeah.
Over, Christmas Eve to Christmas Day. So it's the first time he's not been there in the morning, which is a bit weird. But yeah, it's good. It's got some great stuff for Christmas.
We're going straight into it then. Shall we go through our Christmas hauls?
Might as well. Yeah.
All right.
You start because
cool.
I've been talking.
I'll start. All right. Part 1. I got this tiny little broken thing. Whoops. Little drawing tablet.
That's cute.
It's like got little magnets in it. Yeah, it's like an extra sketch, but it's got little magnets. Here, I'll draw something right now. A couple of eyes. Give this guy some head, mouth. And he's got those like arms up in the air. Gosh, you can't really do too much detail on these because it looks all right. But he's just thinks he's seeing Solid Snake because you can tell from the exclamation points. But then, unlike an extra sketch, you can shake that on. Yeah, you can sort of shake it.
Yeah.
It's the little slidey thing that makes it go away.
It's the slidey thing I remember having. I don't remember our etch sketches, like you shaking them and it getting rid of stuff.
That's a real etch sketch, is the sort that you shake and that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What did you get? Did you get anything small like that you're like, oh yeah?
I got so one of my favourite things to stick on my Christmas list is to ask for a mystery deck from Merchant of Magic, because it's literally just it's a little baggie like I put my stickers in, and it's a random deck from their selection of that run. I got one of them and I got some cool ones.
Oh,
I got
were they
deck.
within reaching distance?
They're not, but none of my Christmas presents are. So I feel like I should go and get them and put them within reach.
Yes, I will sit here and I'll start telling jokes. Okay, ready? Here we go. Knock, knock. Oh, wait, that's not going to work. I need someone to say who's there. All right, let's think of something else. All right, so a chicken and a donkey are walking down the street, and the chicken says to the donkey, "You know what, donkey? It's been a long time since we've walked down the street together." And donkey's like, "Yeah, I guess, but we've been doing this walking down the street thing for like at the entire time we've known each other." And chicken's like, "How long do you reckon that's been? How long have we known each other?" And donkey's like, "Well, chickens only really have a lifespan of maybe 3 to 4 years." And chicken's like, "Is that true? Because I feel like I've been alive a lot longer than that." And donkey's like, "Well, I don't know. I'm not really a doctor of animal sciences. I couldn't tell you for sure if that is how long a chicken lives for." And chicken's like, "All right, well, let's pretend that is a fact. And we know that that is how long a chicken lives for. How long does a donkey live for then?" And donkey's like, "Well, beats me." Brogan's taking a long time.
I'm not. I'm sitting here listening to you.
Oh, well, it's not like that was a real joke.
I was wondering how long you'd go for and where you were going to take it. I was like, if it goes much longer, I'm going to reach up and grab my iPad and take a picture.
Yeah.
But yeah, so see-through deck of cards.
Oh, a see-through deck, yes.
Yeah. Oh. And Transformation Cotta's Almanac reprint.
And these were a couple of decks that you did not already have?
I've only ever had a doubler deck twice from the many, 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 many times I've ordered Mystery Deck.
That's all right then. That means you can swap with your friends who all order mystery decks from Merchant of Magic.
So basically me and Jobeth.
Yeah.
Me and Jobeth sending each other decks.
All right, what else? Oh, I got this. Here we go. Oh, look, it's a Mario star, but it also...
Oh, that's cute.
It does light up, but I've not got batteries in it, and I've not plugged it into USB, which I totally forgot I have to do. But it's big power star, but it's also got little projector things on the top, so it projects stars all over the ceiling and walls.
Mm-hmm. Very cool.
All right,
are we alternating? Because this might not work.
What? All right, well, okay, hang on. Sticking with the lamp theme, I also got this one, which is a Koopa shell, and it makes noises.
Ooh.
And it's a light up green, what we call a shithead turtle, because they're shitheads. Because they're the green ones. They just walk off the side of a cliff. They're not like the red guys. They won't turn around. These guys are committed to death.
Yeah, committed to the commitment.
Yeah. All right, now, why was this not going to work? I feel like you're like, oh, I don't have much. I've only got. I feel like
you're going to. You have multiple small presents, and I have like 6, 7 things to hold up. So it's going to get to a point that
it'll do fine. We should probably post pictures of this stuff as well, I guess.
Yeah. So bear in mind, a lot of the stuff that I got was like money. So this is the stuff I got that wasn't money.
Right.
But one of the things that my auntie gave me with my money was this. Which
a money holder?
No, it's a holder for all my chargers. On the plane.
Yes.
It's an organizer.
Thing. Yeah, travel cable organizer. Does it also hold the actual charger part as well as the cables?
I think it does, but I need to sort it out because I have many, many chargers and cables.
Devices that you need to take with you? Okay.
Yeah. And especially when I go to somewhere like America that, doesn't have the same...
Oh, yeah, you need the converters, adapters.
Yeah.
All right. Next, we'll go... This is a twofer. So this is part ice cream social gift stuff. I got a print of the chip logo with the ice cream logo of Ice Cream Social as well. But also a Pegasus cone fridge magnet.
Nice.
Now, speaking of the fridge magnets, I've been out to have a few drinks with my brothers before, and one drink I never order is a Negroni because it seems a bit iffy ordering it just with what it's called, right?
Uh-huh.
So this year, one of the first gifts my brother gave me were these fridge magnets that say Team Negroni and Negroni, just with a glass of Negroni. But not only that, he also gave me a bottle of Negroni, so I never have to order it in public. And I'm not. It doesn't taste very nice.
Do you like Negroni?
Though. I'd never had one because I was never going to order one in public.
Do you know why this is a meme?
Possibly.
This came about when House of the Dragon was on the air, and there was an interview thing with two of the cast, and it was the actors who play Alicent Hightower and Rhaenyra Targaryen, and they were doing the things where they like take questions out of the glass. It's like, what's your favourite drink? Was one of them, and Emma, who plays Rhaenyra, said a Negroni with Prosecco.
Yeah.
But it was like a thing. The way that the actress Alicent was replying, it's like, ooh, stunning. It was like a whole TikTok sound. I think that's where that comes. That's why there's stickers for Team Negroni and stuff.
Yeah, well, okay, that's why that existed. Okay, yeah, that's why he could get it. But I did also get another bottle of alcohol, which is a lot better. Mm-hmm. It's a coffee liqueur made with tequila. That's quite nice. Yeah.
Very nice. I got no alcohol, thankfully.
That's not surprising whatsoever.
It's a little bit surprising. For about 2 or 3 years after I stopped drinking, I was still getting alcohol.
Really? Like good stuff though, or just like, oh yeah, this bottle cost me $10?
It was like, it's not super fancy stuff, but it was like special editions, like Jim Beam apple pie flavour.
Oh, yes.
The kind of stuff that I would like if I was drinking, but...
Yeah. See, my brother every year seems to get like Irish creams, like Baileys, but like the special edition ones. Like he got a imitation Baileys. That's the nicest way I can put it. Like one that was like strawberry flavored, another one that was chocolate orange. They were okay. Had a taste of them. They were tasty.
That's good. Right, my turn next.
Yes.
So, yeah, these items I'll sort of separate out. This one's probably the funniest. So, because it's the first time we've actually had to go out. These items are very boring, but I'm going to tell a story anyway. So, because it's the first time we've actually gone out for Christmas in 2 years, I thought, I don't actually know what I'm going to wear to Christmas Day. It's not going to be anything fancy, but, nice pair of jeans or something.
I'm always prepared to know what I'm going to wear. But go on.
No, it literally only crossed my mind on Christmas Eve. I thought, right, shit, let's go out and just get a pair of... I've got vouchers and stuff. I'll just get a pair of jeans, nice shirt, something like that. So that's what I did. And, got them really nice, plain, dark navy jeans. And woke up on Christmas morning, and what has my mum got me? The exact same pair of jeans.
You can do like, 2 pairs of jeans. There's nothing wrong with that.
Like, I love this. Your taste is impeccable, Mother, but I have literally bought these yesterday.
Yep. So you wore these jeans on... Oh, wait, did you wear the ones that you purchased or the ones that your mother purchased to go out in?
I wore the ones that I purchased because I'd already taken the tags off.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, there you go. Pro tip, leave the tags on the other one so you can just return them. Because you've got the receipt for the other one, surely.
She gave me the money.
Oh, okay.
She took them back and was like, I've just transferred you the money. It's fine.
See, I even had my outfit laid out, ready to go, just for time's keeping sake, so I could get ready in the morning and leave. But just like, a pair of jeans. But I have a Christmas Pikachu top. I had one last year as well, but this was a new one, a Christmas Pikachu Pikachu top. And my 90s looking Garfield the Cat overshirt. But I also have a little Bowser pin, lapel pin that I put on it that nobody noticed until I pointed it out. I was very disappointed.
Christmas Bowser pin?
Just Bowser. It was from the Nintendo New York store. So it was just a regular Bowser.
I bet House of Pins has a Christmas Bowser pin.
Probably.
And I want
I almost went with the Tanuki, but I figured, I prefer Bowser.
Yeah.
Oh, I also got a couple of books, which I already sent you a photo of one of them, which is Hideo Kojima's The Creative Gene, which I haven't started reading yet because I've only had it less than 24 hours. And the other one, which I have only had also for less than 24 hours, I have started reading. It is Sean McAuliffe's autobiography called Tripping Over Myself. And I've only read the introduction, and I'm like, yep, this is great. And it's a big, thick book, but it's also got a little flip book in the corner of him like walking and tripping and walking and tripping.
That's cool. And as we know, you are a big Sean McAuliffe fan.
Correct.
Okay. Next one. I will say it's all clothes. No, actually.
Oh, okay.
It's not. There's one more thing that's not clothes. Two more, actually. So, from my brother. So, when I was on the plane to Vegas, I'd gotten a sleep mask thing. But I don't think it was actually meant to be a sleep mask. I think it was meant to be one of these things that you put in the fridge and then put over your eyes.
Oh, okay.
Because it was heavy and stuff like that.
Can you see through it though, or is it?
Oh no.
Oh, okay. No. So it wasn't a mask designed for robbing gas stations. Then it was.
No, it literally pressed your eyelids into your eyes.
And does it make it do that thing where you start seeing like stars and dots and colors?
A little bit. But it was one of these things that it was very cooling.
Oh.
So
like naturally cooling, or did you have to put it in the fridge?
No, I think it's one of these things that you could put in the fridge, but it was naturally cool. So yeah, it was fine, but I was like, no, I need something that will help me sleep on the plane to Vegas when we next go back. So my brother, I asked for this. My brother got me it.
It's a box of sleeping pills.
Manta Sleep Eye Mask, which
has Mantis. Ooh, that is a good idea. They look like foam ear cuffs to a set of over-ear headphones, which go over your eyes.
Yeah, and I can put it on and keep my eyes open.
I think that was upside down.
Which means that I think so. Yeah, I can put it on and like very comfortably blink. So,
but
and it came with a set of earplugs.
If you're trying to sleep, why are you blinking?
Because it's easier to fall asleep when I don't have to force my eyes shut.
Okay. I know what I need to do to fall asleep next time I'm on a plane, and that's just start playing Picross on my Switch, because that I enjoy it, but when it's a really difficult puzzle, it puts me out. I think maybe it's counting in my head that is what makes me sleepy, because I'm constantly going 1 space 1 space 1 2 3 4 5 space 1 space 1 2 3. So maybe that's what puts me to sleep. I've only got a couple more. I can probably knock it out in one go though, because they're the same thing.
Okay, we'll do that.
Yeah, so I've got a cushion with Baby Yoda on it.
Baba Yoda.
And then the very first thing my brother gave me, it was just a cushion, and that was it, like a white in a cushion, nothing on it. And then the last thing he gave me was the slip for it, which is the Hey Scoops Scoop Fest 2020 at Fabulous Your House that never happened.
Nice.
So I've got some. I didn't even think to ask for Hey Scoop stuff, let alone that they would think off their own back to do it. It was pretty interesting.
That's always the good stuff. That's because my mum had panicked because on my list, my mum, despite the fact that I'd said just money's fine, she always likes to get something to wrap up.
Oh yeah.
And the list of stuff I'd sent her, a lot of this stuff, it was going to come too late for Christmas.
Yeah.
So she ordered me something else, and she'd panicked, and she was like, "What if you don't like it?" Because I can see into her emails. So she thought that I'd seen what it was and didn't like it because I was in a mood. Totally not why. I wouldn't look. I like the fact knowing that I could, but I don't because I don't want to spoil myself. I was trying to think of things I could say to her that would like, it would have either made her feel much better or made things so much worse. It's like, yes. Well, anything Golden Knights, I got you San Jose Sharks. Oh, well, as long as it's, from the men's clothes section, I got you a women's jumper. That's kind of what's played through my head. I was like, just say nothing.
Yep.
What my mum did actually get me was a Golden Knights t-shirt.
Yep.
Very nice. And a Golden Knights sports jumper.
That is nice.
Yes.
I don't know what you would call it in America, but it's a zip-up thing up the front with a collar, long sleeves.
it's very sort of tracksuity.
Yeah, it does look
style,
a bit tracksuity, leisure suitish.
So the kind of thing you would wear on the plane, but smart.
Yeah. So, I've just noticed that your lying sack looks like it's not been opened.
No, I wasn't taking that to Christmas dinner.
Oh, I thought that was the idea.
That'll be a New Year thing. So,
of course. I do have other stuff that I was given, but yeah, along that vein for games for New Year's, I got Poetry for Neanderthals, the Not Safe for Work edition, which I think like the prompts are like nudist colony and stuff, so it's not. Yeah, it's not like it's not. I don't think it's XXX rated or anything like that. And then there was. Hang on, you have to get him. Just
yeah.
There's another one called Lights, Camera, Action, the ultimate game for movie fans. And it looks like there's things to do with quiz questions, humming, drawing, miming, and describing. Because we always do stupid charades and shit because we enjoy doing dumb stuff like that. And this one is called Celebrity Draw It. So I can only assume I'm the only one in the family who's going to be able to play it. Not because I'm the only one who draws, but clearly I'm the only celebrity. Yeah, right.
So, final lot of things. You're aware of this one because this is the stuff I got from Chris.
Yeah, okay. I was going to say, is this the Chris stuff?
This is the Chris stuff. What was your bets on what they were?
I think that it was a record, like a vinyl record of some such description. What was the other thing I locked in?
Calvin and Hobbes.
Calvin and Hobbes. Yep. Issue 1 and 2. Yeah. The complete
and that's
collection.
What you locked in.
That's what I locked in.
I will say you were right on 1 of 3.
Oh, Calvin and Hobbes.
It was a vinyl record.
Yeah. And it is the original motion picture soundtrack to Disney's Hocus Pocus. Music composed and conducted by John Someone, who Brogan moved it away before I could read. No, it's too late now. The moment's gone. John Debney.
So that's 2-disc edition, so that should be good. Yep.
So when it's soundtrack, that's not the score, is it? That's just songs that were in and inspired by the movie? Or was it both?
I think it's both.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of, like, soundtracky score named,
like Overture
tracks.
of the Witches or something like that.
Yeah. So they were both clothes, so you were wrong on both counts. So to preface this, I don't know if I've ever told you this.
Boxes. Yeah.
Don't know if I've ever told you this, but when I used to like the NFL, which a couple of years ago, my team was the Denver Broncos, which is why I have such a hard time with the Raiders being in Vegas, because I want to support the Vegas team, but the Denver Broncos rivals were the Oakland Raiders.
Of course.
So I can't reconcile that, so I just kind of leave it to the side. But Chris got me.
Oh, an actual Broncos jersey. Is that what they call it? It
gets
jerseys?
better.
Oh, it's an actual Hastings, Brogan Hastings personalized jersey. Why is it number 3 though? Is there a specific reason why it's number 3?
I think it's 3 of clubs.
Ah, yes.
I think it's a reference to 3 of clubs. And last but not least, a very comfortable
and a Golden
Knights hoodie.
Yeah. But does that say Hastings on the back?
It does not.
No? Oh, okay.
So that's my crime committing hoodie, so no one can identify me.
Oh yeah. Except that in the when sure it's good in the shadows, but if a little bit of light shines on you, that gold is just going to sparkle. You will get caught. How'd it go the other way around? It was the gifts that you got for people. Were they appreciated? Was there anything that didn't quite go down as well as you were hoping?
I don't know, because I didn't see most of the presents opening, because we give out our presents before Christmas. So all the presents are open Christmas morning.
Yeah.
So the only people I got to see open presents were my mum and dad.
Yeah.
And they seemed very appreciative of it. My dad was like, "Oh, this is the one I pointed out." So
it was only your mum and dad because Mitchell was being a bad son and sibling and decided not to show up.
Yes. He did show up for the family Christmas dinner. My mum had to go get him.
So he didn't show up then. He was dragged along.
Mitchell doesn't have a car and could not
Mr.
take public
Fancy,
transport.
I got a flat, but I don't have a car.
Yeah. People don't have cars in Edinburgh. It's not the kind of place that you want to drive or park.
It's like New York.
A little bit.
Yeah.
So yeah. And my mum liked her stuff, and she gave me a list because I'm like, you need to tell me what you want. She's like, I want it to be a surprise. And I'm like, cool, give me options then. And I got her a Pandora charm because she's got lots of Pandora things. And the one I picked of the option she'd given me, she was like, that was my favourite. And I'm like, oh,
good.
Mine too.
I thought you were going to be like, she didn't realise that she actually already had that one.
Yes. No, she didn't do it.
I think most of my stuff went down okay for other people. There was one thing, like because the way that our Christmas tradition, it actually went extra. There was 2 rounds this year because my my niece came over with her partner and their young baby. So there was a good hour and a half of just them opening up stuff.
How old is your brother that you have a niece that has a baby?
My brother is 41 years old. She is 20, I believe. My niece.
Jeez, oh.
So yeah, there was that took a while, and that was like a what's to come of opening, because then giant boxes of presents get brought in, which is all of our stuff for 5 of us, basically. And of course, we go one by one, opening a present each, one at a time, which is the traditional way of doing it. And I made everyone open up one that I got, the same thing for everyone, which was Hey Buddy Nice Podcast mugs.
Oh yeah, I forgot you got them.
So they all have Hey Buddy Nice Podcast mugs.
Nice.
But yeah, the only thing that didn't really go down so well was I didn't know what to get my grandmother, right? I think I talked about this previously. It was I just drew a scene of us and her and put it in a nice frame. Yeah. And like she opens it and looking at it, no clue what it is. She's like, oh, it's lovely. What is it? I was like, well, that's us. That's all of us. And she's like, ah. And then John's like, you do know what it is, though, yeah? And she's like, no. It's like, well, you know that Wayne draws comics, and sort of a bit of a blank look on her face. And it's like, yeah. It's like, no, she doesn't.
No.
So
no.
Yeah,
is this the same grandmother that asked about Matt Donnelly?
Oh, yes. This is the let them know there are 2 Italian restaurants in Albany, which is where I was. I realized that is not actually a known thing about the 2 Italian restaurants, is it? Unless we did talk about it on here. I can't remember.
We definitely, but we have a whole episode entitled Nice 2 Italian Restaurants.
Of course.
but what that tells me is your grandmother did not actually watch your Pivpod episode because she didn't realise why you were on it.
No.
Because you draw comics.
She did. Maybe it was just me. Maybe she was just like taking a moment to register. Maybe that's what it is.
Maybe.
Of course. Yeah, there you go. Because I was referred to as the official Pip the Magic Dragon. I don't like the word cartoonist. It makes me think of, it does make me think of Garfield comics, because John's profession is cartoonist.
Oh.
But no, yeah, that's not a real profession nowadays. Cartoonist. If anything, maybe a storyboard artist. And even then you might be struggling to make ends meet. But yeah, that was probably the only thing that really didn't go down well, I think. I'm trying to remember what I got other people. I tried to disguise one of the things I got for my brother, and it worked. But before he opened it, he goes, it's a Chupa Chup. And it was, because that's what I used to disguise cash wrapped up. Yeah.
The only one that I'm not sure, I wasn't too sure about, was the gift for my grandpa. Because, my grandpa had a stroke maybe about 15 years ago now. It was a long time ago.
Oh, okay.
But, he's coming up for 91. So,
yeah.
And stuff. So when he's writing cards, what he does is, because before she died, it was my grandma that wrote cards and stuff.
Yeah.
Because it was his right side that went, and he was right-handed and stuff. So he had to use his left arm. So what he does nowadays is he's got stencils and felt pens and uses it that way, and puts stickers all over our Christmas cards. And I'm like, he is literally so cute. So what I got him was, it's like a a box thing with a box of pens in it, including some, metallic Sharpies, some new stencils, and some fancy stickers and stuff. So it was like his little craft box.
Yeah.
But obviously, didn't see him open it. So I'm like, does he know what it is? Because my original plan was to get stickers and stuff to put on it to, say what it was, but I just completely ran out of time.
I'm sure. Look, if he's already using stencils and stuff to write with, then I'm sure he'll realize what it is.
Yeah. But I think Mum's going to his today so she can help him sort out his stuff, because I think there's some... He was a bit ill before Christmas, so he's ended up losing quite a bit of weight.
Oh, okay.
So some of the stuff that was bought for him does not fit him.
Oh, no.
So, yeah, she's going to go check on him.
Maybe he can be brought some of the Christmas dinner leftovers. Was there leftovers? Wait. What do you eat?
He was at Christmas dinner.
Oh, okay. Did he take leftovers with him? Should have.
No.
Oh.
But he never takes leftovers of anything, because my uncle does his shopping and he's like, you buy too much. Stop buying me so much food.
We've got leftovers for days.
I have leftovers in the fridge. Which need to be eaten today, but...
Oh, God, leftovers. Far out. So we didn't drive to my brother's, right? We got a lift there so I could have a few drinks. And then my mum brought us home. And we've taken everything out of the car, gotten in. I'm putting things away. And we both sort of, me and Kaz both realized, like, where's the food? And we've got a big shopping cooler bag packed with containers filled with leftovers and food. So I'm like, oh, shit. And by this time, it's like 11:45, and I'm messaging my mum, did we leave this in your car? If so, just take it out and put it in the fridge or something. And I'm messaging John and Ryan, and it's like they're probably in bed because they're not answering. It's like, I think I've left a bag of food in your house. And I've just like stressed myself out into like having a major headache, because this is the sort of thing. Here we go. It's Wayne's trauma time. No, it's the sort of thing that stresses me a bit, because I'm like, sure, it's just food, but like this costs money and stuff like that. It's like, and if it is there, hopefully they're going to put it in the fridge so it's still going to be fine and not wasted. It's like, and then I'm going to have to drive there tomorrow, but which is fine. I'd rather as long as the food is fine and not dead. So yeah, I went to sleep and woke up with a rather large headache because of it. But what do you eat for Christmas then? Because I assume everyone else is, like, most of them are at least eating meats, etc.
Yeah, so because this is the first one, this has actually probably been the easiest Christmas dinner, because I just had like starters, finger food stuff. I had, so it's mostly Plant Kitchen, which is Marks and Spencer's sort of vegan version of stuff. So we got like a pig and blanket selection, which is but not bacon wrapped. It was like sausage rolls. So puff pastry covered fake sausages.
Pastry wrapped wieners.
Yeah. And sort of Chinese-y finger food. So like mini spring rolls.
Like, dim sum kind of food.
Yeah.
Wontons, were there wontons?
Food. Yeah, it was all brown food. And I have to laugh because it's the first year that my auntie's served Christmas dinner or hosted Christmas dinner for maybe 20 years.
Yeah.
It's been a very long time.
Yeah.
So, she's handing out all the food and serving it all up. And my cousin got his starter. Cousin Ronnie's sitting opposite me. And he looks at me and he goes, there's no patty on this plate at all. So he had salad and he had the crackers, but he had no patty.
No pate, like goose liver, duck liver,
whatever kind it was.
Yeah,
but he's like,
it's probably. I don't assume it was foie gras or anything like that.
And Mitch would
Who
say,
wants pate?
Maureen, he's not got food. So we're laughing about that, and then everybody's main stuff is served. And I didn't get my plate.
Oh.
Mine just wasn't brought over. And I started sitting there. I was like, you know what? If I don't get it, I'm okay with that.
Well, yours sounded a lot like finger food, so I assume that should have been served at the children's table.
I was next to the top of the table with Mitchell and Ronnie.
Ooh.
But my grandpa was sitting next to me. I went, Morning! Brogan's not got our food. Like, oh my God, I'm sorry. Because obviously it wasn't just finger food. There was like some vegetables and stuff on there as well. Because you had specifically asked me, do you want like roast potatoes and stuff? I was like, yeah, that'd be great.
No,
and
wow.
They never handed me my plate. So
see, the vegetables that we had were like potato salad. That's it.
We had roast potato stuff. We had croquettes, carrots. There was Brussels sprouts on there as well, but I don't like Brussels sprouts.
Brussels sprouts are not. They're
objectively
not
the worst vegetable.
Yeah.
I say that, but my mom loves Brussels sprouts.
Some people do. There is no one who's like, oh yeah, I could take or pass a Brussels sprout. It's either, oh yeah, give me more of them sprouts, yo, or get that shit away from me.
Yeah, I think when I see like fancy pictures of people's meals and it's like oven roasted Brussels sprouts with like oil or seasoning or stuff on it, they look okay. I would try them. Just regular Brussels sprouts, I'd be like, no, get that shit away from me.
Yeah, like a pot of boiled Brussels sprouts is just like, no. If I want to eat little cabbages, I will go find a premature cabbage. Simple as that.
Yeah. I will have an adult cabbage, thank you very much.
Yeah. You're burying the lead a little as well, because there was one house guest. Not a house guest, you were a house guest in their house.
Yes.
That was surely got most of your attention throughout the day, as opposed to the rest of your family.
Certainly after lunch, because he was locked away during lunch.
You got it.
And that is, of course, Murdo, my auntie's dog. And I say my auntie's dog, my auntie and uncle's dog. Okay. But he's Maureen's boy. But yeah, he had to be locked upstairs during Christmas dinner because he has a habit of jumping on the table and stealing people's food. Ooh. And he is not a small dog.
No, he's not. From the pictures I saw, he's not a small dog.
He is really not. So he had to be locked away. But after dinner, he was let downstairs. And as I am Rollo's favourite, my cousin Ronnie is Murdo's favourite.
Oh, that would be upsetting
to me. It's quite
strange
to be on the outside of that. Because I did turn to my brother and I was like, is this what it's like when, Rollo comes over and I'm the favourite? And he's like, yes. Hurts, doesn't it? I was like, yeah, it does. Very cute, very sweet dog. Very fluffy. And just a good boy. Just a good boy who does not like his photo being taken. Every time Mitchell would hold the camera up, he turned away.
Yeah. So you can photograph me, but my good side.
Yes.
There was a couple of cats at my brother's place. Naturally, his cats, of course. They didn't just wander in off the streets. But
it's Christmas. We need cats.
Yeah. One is Link. He is like a big fluffy guy who looks like a girl. So I always refer to him as a girl, and I always just call him Fatty because he's very fluffy, but also fat as well. Yeah. And now he was neither today or yesterday. Because his fur gets matted, so he looked like he'd been trimmed a little bit, which was a good thing. But he wasn't as fat as he usually is. And the other one is Speedy, named after Speedy Ceviche from Samurai Pizza Cats. Speedy only has 3 legs, and he was named before he lost a leg. So it's not an ironic name. It's just a name.
How did he lose the leg, can I ask?
It's not exactly sure. I think the going theory is that someone did it to him, like broke his leg or something.
Yikes!
Yeah, because they're indoor outdoor cats. So
yeah, did he just come home one day with 3 legs? With a leg
no,
missing?
I think he came back with a mangled leg. I don't know the details.
Ooh.
But yeah.
Not just because I'm nosy. This is not pleasant conversation.
No, yeah. This should have gone in the like the dead pet section of last episode. But Speedy is well and truly alive.
Yeah, that's good. That's all we need to
know. At least on the outside, I don't know his mental state on the inside. But being an animal with only 3 legs, he loves being scratched under the chin where he doesn't have a back leg to scratch. And Link, they're fine. I pat the kitties, but I don't spend too much time with them. They do their own thing. They got things to do.
So as is tradition, after Christmas dinner, everybody vacates because the dining room and then goes to the living room. to sit down and catch up. Me, my brother, my cousin sit in the kitchen with the dog.
Oh, good.
And that's not just because it gets a bit crowded in the living room. It's, there's only so many certain seats. There's only a certain number of conversations you can have at one time. So it's like, no, we're going to sit in the kitchen with the dog. Thank you.
Yeah, and the dog might be better conversation. Just possibly.
Ronnie's easier conversation because we've got various overlapping interests.
Ah, yes. Yep. I've just realized I have not sent you a list of words, which because we're starting to get towards the tail end. So let me just send you this list of words, because that's right. It's time for 5 words that sound cool when spoken by Brogan Hastings. I may have started the music too early. I'm not sure.
Anarchy. Blancmange. Seeping. Benevolent. Monkey.
I was watching your face when you got to blancmange, and I feel like what was going through your head was blank mangy. Or did it take you a moment to realize?
Well, I know the word blancmange because there's an entire Monty Python sketch about it.
Exactly, yes.
I have never seen it written down.
Really? So
yeah.
Have you consumed blancmange?
No.
I
have not. So I was like, I'm 90% sure that's what this word is, but I looked up to see your reaction to see if it was the word I was thinking of.
Yes, yeah.
And it seemed to be, so I was like, okay, keep going.
Oh, it was said quite lovely-ish as well, blancmange. So the reason I chose blancmange is that is something that me and Money would always joke about, blancmanges and stuff like that. And I don't remember the exact context, but there was something to do with Lady Blancmange. I don't know exactly what it was, but there was a competition at work. It was like whichever store got the most pre-orders of FIFA, whatever year it was, wins the top 5 get custom pair of Adidas trainers. And the thing is, on their website, you were able to fully customize and add text to the shoes as well. So I had Lady Blancmange embroidered on the side.
Nice.
Yes. And monkey. Monkeys are always a funny word, I guess.
Monkeys are funny.
Yep. See, the problem with monkey is I never know if I'm saying it with an O or a U because of the guitarist from Korn, Monkey.
Ah. I think I was very aware of how I was saying it, and I think I say it with a U. But it's only now I've realised.
It sounded a little U-ish. But monk. No one says, oh no, I guess they do say monk, don't they? Like memes and tiny snake comics and that refer to them as monks.
I've never seen that.
It's a true story. You haven't seen monks? Nice monk. No. I'll show you some later. We can. We got any more Christmas talk before we move on to our accent challenge of the week?
I don't think so. We're recording this on Boxing Day, which is unusual for us. We're recording this the day before it drops.
Yeah, it's the Monday instead of the Sunday, so it's not really recording time. So how do you get? Oh, so you obviously get today off. I assume tomorrow is also a public bank holiday. Yeah.
Yes.
For the Boxing Day. Are you back to work on Wednesday?
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And Friday should be a half day. Because Christmas Friday last week was a half day.
Fancy.
So
I'm off until like the 4th because like work sites closed down and stuff. So
I say that I don't mind. I don't mind working in between. I never really have. What I don't like working Boxing Day, and I don't like working 2nd of January because Brogan's trauma, retail.
Yes. Yeah.
So I don't mind working in between. I'm supposed to be actually in the office on Thursday and Friday. However, I will be the only person in the building. So where our offices are in Edinburgh, we own 3 buildings in the same square. Yeah. I will be the only person in my building, so I'm very tempted to email reception and say, if you need anything, I will be at home. I will drive in and come and do whatever you need me to do.
Yep.
But I will be at home.
But if I can do it from home, I'll do it, kind of thing.
Well, the only reason they would need me in is to take a check to the bank.
Oh, okay.
But that's kind of pointless because I can't do the stuff I can't prepare it to take it to the bank. I can walk it to the bank.
That doesn't
I can't fill out any of the checkbooks.
Is that in your job description? Check carrier?
No.
Tell them to go jump.
It is in my job. Hang on, sorry. Scraped my own teeth with my teeth. I hate doing that.
Oh, fun times.
We're required to work 60% of our week from the office.
Yeah.
So there is that. But I'm like,
I think it's
no, thank you.
Different circumstances around the holidays, though. Surely.
Yeah. And I think my bosses are off.
Yeah.
So, bugger them.
I don't know if you want to talk about this or not, so I'll be very vague. You sent me a piece of news while I was away in Albany about.
We can talk about this. We can talk about this to a certain extent. But yes, anyone who follows Penn on Twitter, who follows the Penn and Teller Instagram, who follows anybody, is this the one you're talking about?
No, but please continue.
Okay.
I have no idea where this is going.
Teller appeared back on stage.
Oh, okay.
For the Michael Carbonaro.
This is what you were getting from my poor context clues being dropped?
Yeah. Okay. Did I not send you this crying?
No.
Yeah.
I think I messaged you and say, oh my God, Teller is going back. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because you messaged me at the same time I messaged Chris.
There you go.
So I didn't have time to message you because you beat me to it.
Yep.
Teller's back on stage and it looks like he's using volunteers for Silverfish again.
Yeah.
And it was just very sweet. He got a standing ovation when the curtain lifted.
Yeah.
And
the video cut off too early though, so we don't know for sure. It did cut off
too early, but he did start walking down the stairs and I'm like, he kept stopping to say,
yes.
Be like, thank you.
But it's very exciting seeing that Teller is, we think, using audience members again, because that is a trick that multiple people would like to go up on stage for.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And we are going to see Penn and Teller at some point next year. And
yes.
And we've already got tickets as well.
Yes.
So we have chosen prime location for where Teller chooses people from.
Yes.
So we're playing this game. We know what we're doing.
Yeah.
I was hinting towards maybe life decisions for you, where you could take option A or you could take option B. Yeah, I don't know if you want to talk about that or not.
Yeah. I forgot I messaged you.
Yeah.
Did I even tell you what the outcome was?
Oh, there is an outcome, is there?
There is an outcome. There's an outcome same day.
Oh, really? Shit.
Yeah. But I think you would have been asleep by that point because it was like...
Probably.
Yeah. So as we know, I looked for a new job. I got offered a new job and my work were like, fuck you, bye then. And didn't give me a counter offer.
I believe you said they accepted your resignation.
They accepted my resignation. Reading between the lines, it said, fuck you. So I was through in Glasgow on Wednesday. Because it was
Wednesday.
Yeah. Because my actual boss, Derek, said, can you come through? There's some stuff we need to chat about AML-wise. I was like, yeah, sure, that's fine. I quite like going through to Glasgow anyway. So we went in and we started talking about regulation stuff that we need to fix. And he was like, okay. So about your leaving, was there anything we could have done to make you stay? And I'm like, okay. I was like, Derek, you do realise I said at the time I would consider a counteroffer. He said, the problem was you handed in your resignation when I was off ill. He had pneumonia, so he was off for a while.
Oh, okay. Yeah, all right.
When he came back, he put my resignation on on the agenda for the next board meeting, which was the end of November. And his words, not mine, said he went in and told them they were fucking stupid. And essentially got authority to speak to me. Yeah. And he said, this is what I'm going to offer you. And it was a big pay increase from what I'm on. And he would plan to train me up as MLRO, which is what his job is just now. Oh. And that's where the big money is for AML-wise. Because it's a job no one wants to fucking do.
MLRO, money laundering over railways. No, I got 2 out of 4, I'm pretty sure.
Wrong way round. You said MLOR.
Oh, sorry. Money laundering railway overpass.
No, money laundering reporting officer.
So of course.
That's the person with the authority. The authority.
That means everyone would have to refer to you as officer.
Yeah. I would get a Cartman t-shirt that said, respect my authority.
You need the aviators.
Yep. So yeah, that's kind of what his plan is.
Yep.
And I said, okay, so I've had to pay back some of my bonus because I've left within... If you leave within 1 to 6 months after getting your bonus, you pay back the full thing. If you leave after that, within the year, you pay back half. So I've started paying back my bonus already. So I was like, I want that back.
Yeah, no shit.
I was like, yeah. So I was like, right, okay. He's like, you don't have to decide now, but just so you know. So I went out for lunch with my friend Vicky and said, this is what it is. And she was like, this is incredibly selfish of me, but please take it. Please don't go.
Yeah.
And I was like, I think it is too good an offer not to take. So because it's more money than the other place were offering me, it's a better opportunity than the other place were offering me. So I emailed, because my friend Fraser, who's the head of email there, and said, this situation, this is what I've been offered. I really think I'm going to take it. Yeah. I came back with, that's a great opportunity. Yeah, of course you should.
You would be stupid then, is what they were saying, to not take
Pretty
it.
much. So I accepted. So I'm no longer leaving my job. I no longer have to pay back that money. Thank God.
And money that you have paid back, you're getting reimbursed.
Yeah. And I'll be double checking with HR because when I got the bonus, obviously I paid tax on it.
Yeah. That's exactly what I was about to ask. I had my hand up for this exact reason because you have to make sure you're not getting taxed on that again.
I had to, the money I was paying back was the money without tax on it. So when I'm going to message HR, well, I'll have to take out, because I've got a exit interview still in my calendar. So I have to take that out and say, look, this is the reason I'm cancelling this. And by the way, can you confirm that I will not be taxed on this? Or at least pay me money. Yeah. That when it's taxed, it's the same amount.
Yeah.
So that'll be...
Because I assume you do like pay-as-you-go tax where they give the money direct to the tax man sort of thing?
Pretty much. Which makes things easier. But it was quite funny because I came back from lunch, sent that email to Fraser, and then I'd sent an email to Derek first and saying, look, I'm really interested in taking this. Can you lay out exactly what you're offering me in writing?
Yeah. Yes.
And within 10 minutes, I got an email from HR saying, hi, this is your reinstatement letter. And I'm like, I haven't actually accepted it yet.
That's not what you asked for.
But it did have the amount on it that'd be what he was offering me pay-wise, the fact that he was training me up as MLRO, and the fact that I would get my bonus back, which are the main things. So yeah, I took it. And
good thing we weren't like shitting all over them. Good thing we weren't shitting all over them at the time.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I think there's a lot that needs to be done. That is a lot
lot of places.
Yeah. But from the sounds of it, Derek is looking to give me the authority to do it.
Yeah.
So that's one of the reasons why I'm not too worried about working in between, is because I'm going to draw up a plan and say, this is what I want to happen. Yeah. What is practical? What can we do? What do we need to change?
Yeah.
So, because that's kind of what I wanted to do when I joined anyway. But when I joined, the then MLRO, Peter, left after a month. And I was on my own for a whole year.
All right. Oh.
So.
Wow.
So yeah, very exciting news. Yeah.
All right. So it's a happy ending for everybody.
Yes. Yeah. Including one of the fee earners, Maureen. Every time I've been in Glasgow or talked to her since I told her I was leaving, the first thing she asks me is, have you changed your mind yet? Or she said, if I've done something, she'll say, thank you, please don't go. But after I'd come out of the meeting with Derek, before I'd accepted, she came up, she's like, have you changed your mind yet? I was like, talk to me later.
Yeah.
And she was like, oh, okay. And then when I was leaving, she came running up to me and I was like, yeah, I'm staying. She's like, oh, thank God.
You know who else is actually quite happy that you're not leaving?
Who?
That would be the firm's newest partner, Dreamteller.
Yes!
Yay!
Yes! I need to go back into the Dreamverse and tell Teller I'm staying.
His heart has no longer been broken and ripped out from its chest cavity.
Pierre's heart. Oh, poor sweet boy.
I guess we've got time to talk about this as well, because, I mean, it would be silly of me not to bring up the fact that, someone did happen to win this past accent challenge.
Yes.
It doesn't happen very often, but I got the win, and it looked questionable for a while there.
That was my really Christmas gift to you.
Yeah.
My Christmas gift to you.
Did you vote for me, did you?
I didn't vote at all. That was my Christmas gift for you.
Yeah, there's the Christmas gift indeed. But yes, thank you, Cheesebags, for not voting for me. I'm just voting in general, because this is one of our more voted upon polls, which is good. I guess that means we like interactions. But the thing is, it also says it's got that new Twitter feature. How many people saw the tweet? I'm like, that's a lot of people who saw that tweet. Comparison wise, that's not many people who voted.
I don't like that. How many people have seen this tweet feature?
That used to be an Instagram feature and they got rid of it.
Yeah, it's like, why do I want to see that 400 people have seen this tweet and nobody's interacted? Yeah. Why do I want that?
Exactly. I can see the reach of my tweet by clicking on the little stats bar anytime.
Exactly.
I don't need it there front and center.
No. Do you know what they need? Twitter needs something like Tumblr used to have, which was XKit, which was anytime Tumblr introduced a new feature that nobody liked, XKit would fix it. Basically, you just turned on a button. Or you downloaded an extension that was like, let's turn it back to the way it was.
Yeah, it's like Reddit extension suite or whatever it's called. It edits the code. I don't know. It does something. It does what it needs to do. But today's accent challenge, Are we still doing that?
We're gone late.
Oh, it's 2 lines. It's 1 line. We don't really know what it is, but it comes from Smitty Scoop. Smitty Scoop? Just Smitty. Is it Smitty? Smitty Scoop. Anyway, Smitty writes, hey, I have another accent challenge for you. I think it would be great if you each said the following sentence in our own accents, and then you said it in your best American accent. Keep up the good work on the pod. Be sure to let me know if you start having guests on the pod. We had a guest on the pod on episode 5, Mr. Paul Mattingly. So we have started having guests on the pod.
It's something. He was an experiment.
Yeah, that's right.
We need to look back at doing something like that.
Yeah. We have no idea what this is. We have a guess, but we don't know if it's a quote from something or anything. So we think it may be referencing Brogan's brother, Mitchell.
Yeah,
but that's what we're saying it is. But
Smitty, if you could tell us the context on Twitter in response to the poll that Wayne eventually puts up, please.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Please tell us.
It'd be appreciated. So there's no intro audio for you to listen to what it is. So we're just gonna read it. I think you went first last time, did you?
I think I did. Yes.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Here we go. It is. By assuming the worst, the mental picture that the listeners have of Mitchell is accurate in certain situations. And that's all it is. We have no idea what it is. Because it says Mitchell in it, there's only one Mitchell that we know of.
Yeah. And we tried Googling and didn't come up with anything, so...
That's right, yeah.
Right. So, by assuming the worst, the mental picture the listeners have of Mitchell is accurate in certain situations.
So, do you always pronounce it with soft S's, assuming, as opposed to assuming?
I think so, yeah.
Interesting. I don't think I've ever said assuming in my life. What about often? Do you say often or often?
I don't often do that, so probably often.
Okay. You don't often say often?
No.
Okay. American accents. Okay. By assuming the worst, the mental picture that the listeners have of Mitchell is accurate in certain situations. Why are you laughing?
Because do you have any idea how much you sound like Crichton from Red Dwarf?
No, I don't.
Oh, it was very American Crichton-esque.
Okay.
I like it. That's not an insult, that's a...
Oh, I didn't think it was.
It's a something.
You weren't flipping me off at the same time, so I didn't think it was an insult.
By assuming the worst, the mental picture the listeners have of Mitchell is accurate in certain situations.
I just realised we need a applause drop that I can play every time we finish, so there's not this awkward just sitting there. It's like, yep, that's completed and done. But yeah, I will remember to put this poll up on the day of the episode launching, unlike last time. That would be wise of me. So yeah, head over to the poll is on Twitter at NicePodBud is where you can find us, and yeah, you vote for whoever you want for whatever reason you want. It may not even be related to this poll. You could be voting for Brogan, saying, "Good choice, Brogan. I respect you." Going for that counter offer from your existing place of employment, or you could be Brogan, you fool, you foolish fool. Why would you not take a new horizon, a new job? Look, I'm not voting like that, but you could. I know how I'm voting. Clearly, I'm voting for myself. But yeah, but whatever reason you want, we don't care. Just talk to us, please.
Yeah, you can either vote for Wayne or you can be right. That's
Yeah. Man, I say it so diplomatically and nicely, and you gotta... Oh, I don't mean any offense whatsoever, but I'll wait to offend Wayne until later.
I think you're very easy to wind up, and it's very funny.
Our outro is not playing, and I don't know why. There it is. But yeah, you can talk to us on all social media channels at NicePodBud. You can even go and buy yourself something nice or something ugly at nicepodbud.com/store. I don't know if there's a sale on there, could be. But you can also speak to Brogan directly at 7 billion needles.
And you can speak to Wayne directly at Wayne Geo.
But look, We need to start posting on other social media channels again, because we kind of focus mostly on Twitter and Tumblr currently, Facebook as well. If there's another social media channel you want us to post to, that is like typical, let us know. But in the meantime, thanks for stopping by and having a listen.
As always, stay fresh, cheese bags.